What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today I'm going to be talking about why All-Star Weekend needs to be really good in my team. Obviously, there's nothing that I can say in this video that will change anything, but I just got to look back on previous years and show why if All-Star Weekend ends up being that we get packs on Friday and nothing else, that it is literally the worst All-Star Weekend we have had since NBA 2K15. And things should at least be the same. I will always say this, things should always be kind of the same in my team. Year on year on year. Look, 2K for years were kind of outdoing themselves, but what they've done right now, the season's concept and everything, I understand that it can't be they can't make things much better than last year. But the thing is that in a lot of scenarios, they're taking steps backwards. I personally think that they've done a lot of good things. I think Moments of the Month is a good thing. Would I much prefer weekly agendas for Moments of the Week? And then at the end of the month, if you complete all the weekly agendas, you get a Moments of the Month card? Yes. I would 1,000,000% prefer that. But Moments of the Month is a good idea. The playoff push thing was a good idea. Only problem with that was they released it on a Friday. Again, that type of content on Friday is not always the most ideal thing in the world. But again, there's still a possibility for Spotlight Sims, but I doubt it. So far for All-Star Weekend, we have got a Ronnie 2K Quavo and the booster card that we're not even allowed to use. They tweeted out that these guys are single player cards, but in this advertisement, there's no advertisement for that. How the hell are we meant to know they're single player cards if you're not on Twitter? And imagine the disappointment. Imagine someone sees this flash in game and they're a huge Quavo fan. They're like, oh my god, let me go and play this mode to get Quavo. They go and get Quavo, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't even use them. It's the disappointment. But yeah, so we're going to look back at previous years 2K and what they did during All-Star Weekend. So we're going back to NBA 2K17 here. So the Friday of All-Star Weekend was the 17th of February. 2K actually, they basically released a bunch of these locker code cards. So again, these were free agent cards. For the time, this was a cool thing. Obviously, looking back at it now, it wasn't great. But on the Friday of All-Star Weekend, they released Murray. Murray won the rookie game, MVP. So basically what they did was, as soon as that game was over, a few hours later, they released Jamal Murray. In 2K17, I will give 2K credit for this. In 2K17 with Moments cards, they literally released them the night of the Moments. Obviously, people were working crazy hours, but that is something that happened. And obviously, it's not something that we can expect every year, but I mean, maybe just a one-off, pay for some overtime. And then the exact same thing happened this Saturday. We have the dunk contest winner, the three-point contest winner, and the skills challenge winner, Porzingis. All of those cards came on the Saturday night. And then on the Monday, which was Sunday, obviously it was past midnight, because again, the guy who created this website is based in Ireland. So, and again, a funny story: the 2KMT Centro guy and myself grew up playing basketball against each other, and we did not know until 2017. But yeah, and then obviously we got the Eric Gordon cameras got an update, but then we got Westbrook and AD, who Westbrook was incredible, and then AD won All-Star Game MVP. And this was the last year of East versus West, actually. And then in 2K18 for All-Star Weekend, on the Friday, we actually got a challenge for a Shaquille O'Neal. It was glitched. So it was for basically All-Star packs came out on the Friday, but there was a challenge for this Shaquille O'Neal, but it was glitched. And this Shaq was the lock-in reward. But if you completed the challenge, you got this Shaq. And if you locked in, you got this Shaq. So you locked in all these diamonds and stuff, and you would get Shaquille O'Neal Amethyst. But you would complete a 20-minute challenge, and you would got Diamond Shaquille O'Neal, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, basically there was a Shaq challenge as well as kind of All-Star packs on the Friday. But then on the Saturday, on the Friday. But the Friday night, we got Bogdan Bogdanovic. The Saturday night, we got Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, and we got Dinwiddie. And again, you guys might be thinking, oh, it says Sunday here. No, I literally, if you can see YouTube videos of people getting these guys on the day of the All-Star game. Of the day Dinwiddie won the skills challenge, the day Booker won the three-point challenge, or Mitchell won the dunk contest, people were getting the cards. I remember I was on a night out. And I remember looking at my phone in the nightclub being like, oh crap, these cards are already come out. Do I need to go home and make a video at 3 o'clock in the morning on them? Ultimately, I decided against it because it was 2K18. I wasn't getting that many views at that time. But same with LeBron. LeBron came out. I think LeBron came out on the Monday morning. LeBron definitely came out on the Monday morning. It was the exact same with 2K20 and maybe 19. I think the All-Star Game MVP does tend to come out on the Monday. But back then, the Skills Challenge ones always came out on the night. Then in 2K19 was the exact same. So All-Star Weekend was this weekend here. We didn't actually get a challenge for 2K19 on All-Star Weekend. But again, the Friday night, we got Kuz. We got all three of these guys on the Saturday. And then on the Monday, I think it was the Monday, we got Kevin Durant. So, yeah. So, basically, we had the same thing for 3 years in a row. Except in 2K18, we did have a challenge. Then in 2K20 was an interesting one. And one big thing, again, with 2K19 was a few days earlier was the, 250k finals. So, I think, as far as I'm aware, 2K put out a big locker code on the day of the 250k finals. And, oh yeah, this is when packs would come out on random days. These came out on Thursday. But yeah, then when we go to 2K20, we had during the 250k finals, we had a massive locker code for a Ben Simmons. So these were the All-Star packs that came out on Friday the 14th of February. But on this day, we had a locker code for a Ben Simmons. Or whenever the 250k finals was. Basically, there was a locker code for a 95 overall Ben Simmons card. And then obviously this is the day he got changed. His position got changed from point guard to power forward, small forward. So this was basically like the Ben Simmons card we have right now. His card was almost the same. He had a 65 3-pointer. He could play point guard. He was 6'10". He could tween. He was really, really good for the time. And everyone got him for free. Everyone got him for free on All-Star Weekend. So that was the free thing that we got him before it. 250k finals were a thing. And then, again, the Friday night, we got Miles Bridges. The Saturday night, we got these three right here. We got this card, this card, this card, and this card. These 4 cards. Obviously, 2K MT Central's a little bit slow with the updating. But again, you can literally see it. It's on the DBG channel. My gameplays. I did a gameplay with Buddy Hield, Aaron Gordon. I think I might have done gameplays with all 4 of these guys. This was the first century you could get the 86 ball control as well. I think I did videos with all these, and I was specifically saying on the Saturday night, okay, yeah. I remember I was on PC, sniping these guys non-stop. And then just trying to get gameplays out, and I got them all out really, really quickly. These were so rare. And then these cards came out on the Monday. These cards, in fact, Kawhi, CP3, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, these 3 guys 1,000,000% came out on the Monday because I remember recording the Worth It video and going to a college lecture. So these came out. There's a 100% chance that these came out on the Monday. So basically. And then in 2K21, they stopped all of that. In 2K21, they coming in towards All-Star Weekend, we had All-Star Spotlight Sims coming into the week, which was so much hype. And then we had the packs with the Dark Matters. And this was a cool thing. I don't even mind packs with Dark Matters. But as well as that, we had a grindable Ray Allen. We had a grindable Colin on the Friday of All-Star Weekend. We had a grindable Colin Sexton, a grindable Ray Allen. On the Saturday of All-Star Weekend was the 250k finals. So we had a bunch of locker codes for cards. We had so many locker codes during that. And then on the Monday, in fairness, we didn't get the cards in real time. We didn't get our Curry, our Anthony Simons, or our Sabonis in real time. I don't think there was a rookie game last year. And then we got all of these on the Monday. But that's a small price to pay, not getting them in real time. For the fact that on the Monday, we had 2 grindable cards. So we had the 250k tournament, multiple locker codes, All-Star Spotlight Sims, and 4 really good grindable cards. And that's what we had in All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend was so good last year. And again, all these agendas for these grindable cards were based around All-Star Weekend. However, this year, we got Quavo and Ronnie 2K and the booster. And then nothing today. So we got them on Wednesday. We got nothing on Thursday. 2K better come out with something big tomorrow. And I don't even mean Spotlight Sims, just something. Just something. If 2K think that the big All-Star content is the fact that we've gotten 99 overalls in packs and they're giving us All-Star packs, whoop-de-feckin' do. That's happened 3 years in a row. And the fact is that in 20 we may not have been the most... one thing I know for a fact is they're not going to give us moments cards in real time in packs. That's not happening. He stopped in 21. That's not happening. We may or may not get All-Star moments cards on Monday. But if they go and take a step back on last year, it's just going to be annoying. It's just, honestly, I know the last 250k quals are on Saturday, and they're going to give us a locker code for a freaking pack or something. And not like I think we had multiple guaranteed pink diamond locker codes last year. Like, it's going to happen. But like, it's just annoying when we see steps backwards. Like, we saw nothing on Halloween. Like, in fairness, we saw the Thanksgiving, Christmas Day locker codes being choice packs were cool. They honestly were cool. The Christmas Day code was fine this year. Thanksgiving locker code was actually really cool because it was a guaranteed diamond at the time, and diamonds were still good. The what you call it? Like, again, we didn't have a grindable event for Halloween. Not once this year have they given us double vaults or double ball drops or an extra ball drop per win. They just haven't. Not once this year has one of these events been get an extra token for every game. There's been no like token things. We haven't had mystery packs once this year. So there are so many ways which 2K22 has taken a step backwards from 2K21. A lot of ways, there's a lot of steps that it's taken forward. And I will fully admit that. Like, I think overall as a game, this year is better than last year. But in terms of like certain situations, there are certain times of the year where you've got to bring in hype. Like, I actually think they did a decent job around Christmas. But the game goes on sale on All-Star Weekend. There's got to be hype around it. And if the only thing that's bringing hype into this game around All-Star Weekend is packs, there are not going to be new players to be brought in. And I understand playoff push is there. I understand moments of the month is there. And I get it. I fully get it. I think they, for lack of, like, they showed their hand too early with playoff push. I stand by that. I think playoff push, 2K showed their hand too early. We didn't need playoff push when we saw playoff push. It was too early in the season. If they had have scrapped playoff push and just kept moments of the month and released something like a playoff push during the week, I think there would have been a lot more hype than when we saw playoff push. Playoff push was, we had a 3-week spell where it was moments of the month, new season, playoff push in 3 weeks. So it was almost too much to be done at once. And I get it. There's an awful lot of things for people to do right now, especially if you're just kind of coming into the game. But there is that excitement factor when it comes to new content. If you're someone who's buying the game for All-Star Weekend, there's hype around All-Star Weekend, everything like that. Especially because, like, what's the point of releasing that thing called Playoff Push in January? Like, I never understood that. Like, the playoffs are in April. There's nothing flashing on a screen All-Star Weekend. It's hard to advertise Playoff Push. And I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe behind the scenes the player base is huge. Maybe they've kept the big player base that they would have gained from something like a playoff push. I just think they released all of that content in a time where the game's not really on sale. And now where there's going to be an influx of players, there's not going to be anything new and flashy to advertise. And I don't know. Maybe I've just got franchise fatigue. Maybe it's me that's the problem. Maybe it's all of us that have been playing this game for years and kind of just expect a little bit more than what's happening. But at the end of the day, I think All-Star Weekend it is a time that should be one of the most hyped times of the year. Like, the most hyped times of MyTEAM year, it's always launch, Christmas, All-Star Weekend, and then after All-Star Weekend, there's normally kind of that spell where 2K just starts saying, feck it. We're giving everyone every single stat and sig. And then there's times randomly throughout the year. Obviously, NBA Finals is a big time, even though 2K have kind of scrapped that with no moments cards and not even giving the Bucks cards last year. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, if we only see packs, I think it's fair to assume that the years of All-Star Weekend being like his big time for 2K is over. Which is fine. Like, I'm making this video now because, again, I just want to talk about, my job is to talk about the game, talk about the way things are going. I don't think we see Spotlight Sims. I don't think we see anything. I think we see a couple of locker codes for packs, and I think we see on Friday packs. I think that's it. and maybe we see All-Star Moments cards or All-Star Moments agendas for XP. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If we don't see anything great this weekend, trust me, you're not going to be seeing these type of videos next year, because I'll have accepted that, you know what, All-Star Weekend isn't really that hyped a time for 2K anymore, and I'm kind of living in the past, and I'm cool with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You're not going to hear the word Spotlight Sims until Spotlight Sims actually come. You're not going to hear the word Spotlight Sims on this channel, because I would be saying, whereas on Wednesday I thought, or on Tuesday I thought it was a 40% chance we got them, 60% chance we didn't. Considering the fact we haven't seen them by Thursday, I'm now in the 95% chance we don't get them, and 5% chance we do. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.